know the way to San Jose, heart of the Silicon Valley and home to the San Jose State Spartans. And anticipation has been high all week for this one. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. The Spartans will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab quality for the first down. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Evans. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going to the run, it's Pope. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. To the air, it's Farrell. Gets it to him on the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying, because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They'll give it to the back. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing to wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Got a man. It's Evans. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air, it's Farrell. He fires a bullet to the right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. On the run, it's Carr. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Got his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they execute the end route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Finds his man down the middle. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another stab before the quarter expires. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Backed up now. Here's second and long. It's a reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle, it's Riley. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Spartans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Caught in the backfield, it's Carr. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Leaves it with the running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Farrell. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Evans.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Complete in the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Evans. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense in the hurry-up. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to...
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
He's looking to throw. Got his man. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. Coming out with it, it's Carrillo. Stop stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Jackson will throw. Looking left. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Tight end now in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now
he wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for a huge play. Makes the catch down the right side. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Here's the pressure. Fought a little time, lets it go. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit, and it's going to set up third down.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The give to the back. much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in San Jose than you have? A captivating game so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at SJST Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll bring it out. It's Carrillo. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, and you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Yates. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down.
It's a fumble! Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. Makes a man miss. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. This is a designed run.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
They go to the ground. Across the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Spartans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. looking for the end zone. Touchdown, San Jose State. They take the lead with the 6. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll go back to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight. Turning it on! Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in. It's Carr. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Spartans are in the red zone. They'll leave it with him. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Unloads it downfield. Snags it down the right side. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The snap sets up to throw. Going for 6. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter. San Jose State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Jackson will throw. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Yates. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Spartans have this offense rolling. Rides the back on the option to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Riley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Marking at the 17, and they are set up. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Farrell. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a grab past the marker. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle, and with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Looking to throw again. He rifles one deep down the right side. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Poe. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Give to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to put together a long, time-consuming drive. This 8th play will be 3rd and 2. Looking to throw, it's Farrell. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Punt is on its way. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start this drive going to the air. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with it.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Farrell. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going.
Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team